What is goody gang? So today, I am going to be talking about the upcoming Genshin Banner roadmap for version 4.4 to 4.7. So as to preface, this is very heavily speculative because we are still in 4.3, so this is just an idea of what can be the future banners with data. So beginning with Genshin 4.4, it is already confirmed that we are getting Cloud Retainer in here, but she is said to come in the first phase. Along with her, Xiao is said to rerun in the first phase, so it would be 2 Animo characters. In the second phase, there are surprisingly speculations that there won't be Liu characters here. So Nahida is said to be the Archon who reruns in second phase of 4.4. And then it said Yemiko will be the other character to rerun here. So if true, these banners actually do seem pretty good, so I would definitely recommend pulling on them. So now moving on to Genshin 4.5, it has been said for a while that we can get Chiori here, and it is even more likely considering we saw her in the trailer for 4.3. So she is said to be a 5-star Geo support, so I feel like they would have to bring in some Geo DPS here. I definitely think Albedo will get a rerun because he last reran in 3.1, so he is way too overdue for one. On top of that, I think we will get a Shenhe rerun here since she last reran in version 3.5, so she is overdue for one as well. However, the midway point of patches is when they start rerunning the region characters, so I think Linny will also rerun. Now, I really do think they should and will introduce triple banners soon, but I think it's best to save it for 4.6 just to be safe. So the speculations for 4.5 is Chiori, Albedo, Shenhe, and Linny, so if true, it's a little mid to be honest. Now moving on to 4.6, I am going to assume they will have triple banners because there is no way they continue to have double banners with this many characters. So we are definitely getting a new character in this patch, and many have said that it could be Arlecchino, which makes sense since she was initially said to be in 4.5. Since it is 4.6 as well, the Archon will always rerun, so we can expect Furina to rerun in this patch as well. Now with 4 characters left, it is pretty likely that we get either Rayuthsli or Neuvillette, or we can get both in here to continue the Fontaine reruns. Aside from them though, I also think it is likely that we get Nello to rerun, as by this point, it will be a whole cycle of patches. Now lastly, I think it is very likely we get Idav since he last reran in 3.3, so he is also long overdue for a rerun. So for 4.6, I am predicting the banners to be Arlecchino, Furina, Rayuthsli, Neuvillette, Nelu, and Ito. To be honest, it would be very hard to pull on this banner if true, but they would be starting triple banners off with a huge bang. So now moving on to 4.7, this banner also seems to be spicy because it is said that Clarnd gets her debut banner here. On top of that though, Sidewin is also said to be a 5-star and to get her debut here, which is pretty insane. And since we need a Fontaine rerun, we would likely get Navia to rerun, so this is already a stacked banner. However, since this is a 7 patch, Kazuha is also very likely to rerun in this banner, so that's only going to make it harder. As per the other 2 characters, we could probably get Al Haytham here, who I Loki forgot about, but I would assume he would land around here. Lastly, I think we could get Wanderer or Kokomi to rerun here, but it's honestly fair game between the both since they reran in 3.8. So for Genshin 4.7, I am predicting that we get Clarnd, Sidewin, Navia, Kazuha, Al Haytham, and Wanderer/Kokomi. So these are all the predictions for the banner roadmap for 4.4 to 4.7. Who do you hope to see? Let me know in the comments below.